Humphreys of the blue line. Not necessarily everything he's got behind it, and he does have a very good slap shot, but just put it on net for a deflection, and Perrier got a big chunk. Back to the point. Here's Epp. He shoots and scores! Oh, that was a rocket from Wade Epp. He lights the lamp, and the Rays up early, 1-0. No need to look for a tip on that one. It rolled back to him, and he just wires it past the glove through a screen. And Epp, who's added some offense to his game this season, his 6th goal of the year, and the Rays strike with third dining for the Florida Everblades. We've seen a lot of them lately coming into the ECHL out of the college ranks. Here's a chance in front for St. Cyr. Oh, what a stop by Vanacek with his left pad. Perrier will jump St. Cyr, and there'll be a penalty. Get back to that previous thought in a second because Vitek Vanacek, he says no with a great left pad save on Maxime St. Cyr, who was open in front. He went backhand, and then Vanacek kicked his left pad out and makes a great stop on St. Cyr. And Perrier belted him down in the second penalty. 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go, first period. South Carolina and Florida, 1-0 Stingrays. Tank Fish, the voice of the Rays, with you here. Vitek Vanacek behind his own net, played the puck and got bumped into. And then Nimick ran into him, and Vanacek gave him a shot back. The net comes off. Now pushing and shoving between Marcourt and Shea, and Leach comes in and gives Marcourt a shove. And now we got a conversation in front of the goal between all these players. And referee Jeremy Tuss issuing teams to their respective sides, and Marcourt being taken away by the linesman before Bobby Shea has an extra quarter two for him. Vanacek played the puck, and then Nimick just kind of ran right into him. The Florida player Marcourt wound up getting bumped by Bobby Shea, and that knocked the net off. And Marcourt gave Shea a shot back, and that's when Joey Lee scored 1-0 Rays. Short-handed, fight, will steal it. Now he's got a break down the right wing side with Pecan. Fighting, waits, shoots, saved by Peters. Rebound in front to Pecan. He's after it. He'll take it loose behind the goal as Marcourt just behind the net to fight. Looking for a late one here. Maybe time for 1 or 2 shots. Pecan left side, 6 seconds to fighting. Back to Pecan to the point. Shea, 3 seconds. He'll shoot one. Save made. Rebound in front. Another stop by Peters with the right pad, and the horn will sound. The power play of Peters. Rebound left side, Perrier trying to drop it to the point to Epp, and Willows will steal it and goes around Epp, brings it down the right wing side. Staal is back, saved by Vanacek. Rebound, he denies St. Cyr too, and a third save by Vanacek as well. Slide. Humphreys off balance, knocked down by Aviani, and Humphreys doesn't like that, gives him a shot back. Puck comes back to center. Humphreys and Aviani thinking about it. They're going to drop the gloves. Humphreys in his first game with the Rays is going to fire some punches here with Mike Aviani. They didn't like what was going on, and they're going to drop him right here along the near side boards. Aviani with some wild rights. Then Humphreys swings him around and gets one shot in as Aviani drops to the ice. That's one way to make an impression with your new fan. Spencer Humphreys had had enough. He took a glove punch to the face, and Aviani dropped one glove, and Humphreys said, "You got it, partner, let's dance." Couple of good shots in right away as Humphreys trying to get his right arm free and got to neutralize it over the blue line for Willows. Rays have done a good job keeping him in check, but going to continue to do so. Behind the net, knocked down is D'Agostino. Florida will get it out front to Willows. Shoots, and Vanacek, he keeps him in check with a great save there, and then he poke checks it away. Vitek is just looking sensational in this game. Right side out of Willows, he shoots one. Saved by Vanacek, didn't know where it was. It was off his right pad, then he reached out and covered it up. Oh boy, Vitek Vanacek, brick and mortar, he's putting up a wall right now in front of his goal. He's just been sensational in this game, and 3 big saves there from him. Stopping all 17 that have been thrown his way. Flexing his muscles between the pipes, and him and Mark Jakinich just new this year coming in. Head coach Spencer Carbery. 5 minutes to go in the second period. The puck comes back to center, and Stanish will jump it in. 1-0 South Carolina on that first period goal by defenseman Wade Epp, who lost it behind his own net. It comes out front. Pinballs into the net. Florida from behind the goal banks it in off a Ray and beating Vanacek. And unfortunately for South Carolina, it all started. There was a broken stick behind the goal. The puck changed angles ever so slightly off that broken stick. Then it banks off the body of Vanacek on a pass from behind the goal by Florida. Off David Pecan in front, and then into the net. It hit the stick, off a raised stick of Epp, stolen. Florida pushed it in front of the goal. It hit Vanacek, it hit Pecan, and it went in. Shot that one. Bounces wide of Vanacek on the right pad, and Gall will break up to center. On the left side, a cross-ice pass looking for Staal. McNamara and Staal chase it down the corner. An offside called, and then Staal belts McNamara on the board. Everyone wants him. 3 Everblades trying to get after Jared Staal. There is a penalty on the play, and we got ourselves a big-time scrum behind the net. Not a fight yet because no one has the gloves off and is swinging away, and 2 guys out there quite yet, but Epp wants to go with Nimick. He's now dropped his stick. Everyone's still trying to get at Jared Staal, who the lineman trying to grab hold of. Epp now on the far side has separated himself with Nimick. The referee saying no to them. Whistle had gone for offside or icing, and it had blown, and Staal couldn't hold up and hit McNamara. That's what drew the crowd. McNamara's on his feet and fine. Humphreys is involved in there. There's several tough guys out of the ice. I mean, David Pecan, good group. McNamara went to play the puck. It had gone down the goal line. Then Staal finished his hit, and it was from behind as well. And Staal headed the box, and then he got jumped by 4 Everblades. Florentino dropped his gloves, and he was trying to throw punches, but a couple of his teammates were there pinning him on top of it. But Rob Florentino did drop his gloves and try to punch at. Rays will start to prepare and get their penalty killers out. Goal, get the puck to the right side of Humphreys. He shoots one. Peters a save, and it rolled just wide the goal. He didn't have it. It fell out of his glove and rolled wide. Now behind, on the right side, Shea will poke the puck loose, and St. Cyr hit hard by Staal on the far side. 5:40 to go in the third. Rays will steal it. McCann centers it. They score! Jared Staal on a beautiful pass, in South Carolina up front, 2-1 with 5:36 to play. Oh baby, what a big goal there by Jared Staal. David Pecan out-muscled Montgomery behind the net and fired it in front, and Staal makes no mistake. His 11th goal of the year, and the Rays up late. How about that? Wing this one backhanded to neutral ice, and it comes to John DeSalvatore. Flying into the offensive zone, driving it wide to the left. Puts on the brakes and centers it. Zajac lost it though. Lynch shoots, save Vanacek, belts it out of midair with a great play there and a nice stop by him. This one cleared all the way down the ice. Back to the goaltender, played by Peters. He's been good, but Vanacek's been just a bit better. Although Peters did have a lot of shot on that last one, as David Pecan with a great play behind the net. Humphreys with it behind the goal in his own zone. Missed Staal, and that one cleared all the way down the ice, just enough for trying to feint center icing, and it's indicated with 4:11 to go in period 3. Well, earlier this year, the Stingrays blew out Florida 8-1 in this building. Not quite the same type of contest here tonight. That had 7,000 plus fans. That's a few less. That was military night, special jerseys, a special evening. This one, though, a huge game and an electric crowd here this evening. And Jared Staal with a late goal to make it 2-1. And Vitek Vanacek on that last save. Wonderful hand-eye coordination. Their own zone. Then to center. Knocked down by Joey Leach. The clock is going to wind down on the Everblades and the Stingrays with a huge late goal. They are in first place in the South Division. Big 2 points for the Rays, and now after this, the puck was shot at Joe Devon by an Everblade, I believe, and the Rays are incensed. Devon started skating after a Florida player, and the conversation gets heated when the Rays have won 2-1, the final score, and they move into first place in the South Division with a monumental victory here tonight to take the season series with the Everblades. 6 victories for South Carolina, and the bad blood against their South Division rivals, no matter who they are, continue as the fans of the North Charleston Coliseum can't get it up. A big 2-point lead for first place in the South Division, and Trevor Gillies holding up one finger to indicate that. Florida does still have one game in hand, but the Rays have set themselves up in a good spot here with a big victory tonight. It's all from Jared Staal's game-winning goal after 3 starts of the game, and wrap this one up as the Everblades will head to Atlanta. The Stingrays will welcome Greenville tomorrow, and listen to this crowd here in North Charleston. They salute their Stingrays, and there's something special brewing here at the North Charleston Coliseum this year. Still hockey to be played left in the regular season, but this group moves into first place in the South Division with a huge, gritty 2-1 win over the Everblades here tonight.